Hey guys, it's Andrew Addict. Today we're going to do a Mercy commentary VOD, so in this video I'll present to you a full competitive match I played and go over my plays, decisions, and mistakes and explain why I did, what I could do better, and other things I could have done. This is an educational style video where I go over a game and I show you real game examples of plays to make and mistakes to avoid. I specifically have chosen a game where I made quite a few mistakes, that way there's more to analyze and therefore more for you to learn from. So with all that out of the way, let's get right to the game.
Traveling to New Queen Street. Prepare for battle. Select your hero.
Ha! Feel stronger?
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's the
To start off this match, my team runs out on Orisa, Ashe, Sojourn, and Kiriko. When it comes to damage boosting Sojourn or Ashe, I try to balance the two as best as I can, but because Sojourn needs damage boost in order to one-shot in this current patch, I typically default more to her more than I do for Ashe, unfortunately.
rush. I'll have you in tight condition. Get over here.
Unfortunately for our Ashe, she didn't go with the team and gets picked off early, so we're starting this match 4v5.
so fast. Objective unlocked.
Intensify. You're taking the robot. Fight the hit.
When enemy Sojourn comes out of the building to my right, I quickly follow my own Sojourn back and make sure to cancel Guardian Angel so that I fall behind cover just a little bit faster. It's best to get out of enemy LOS as fast as possible, especially versus high damage enemies like Sojourn.
Mastering you. Let me fix you up.
I decide to wait just a second before going for this res, as I want to make sure that the enemies have fallen back and can't push me. I also make sure to use the wall as cover. I think it's a good idea to get into the habit of using cover even on reses that you know are safe.
Activating healing stream. What's up? Let's keep up the good work.
Since it sounds like enemies are coming from the window, I decide to position in a way so that I can use the robot for cover. I then choose to back into this room as the bot pushes forward. Tracer notices me and tries to corner me into the room, so I quickly fly out to my team, and luckily they're close enough to me that they can peel for me. I don't think my positioning was bad here necessarily, but I should have been more aware of the fact that Tracer could come from a different angle than the rest of their team. It was good I stayed near their team and within LOS of them. If I had stayed farther into the room, it may have been easier for her to corner me. I use Valkyrie here as the team fight starts to break out and stick mostly to mass damage boost for the most part. There's nothing too special here. My Orisa gets hooked here and then dies. I can't res it immediately because Hog is ulting outside of the room, so I wait a second and then consider to go for the res then. I still hear Hog's footsteps, so I decide to change my mind and back out. In hindsight, I maybe could have gone for this res because Hog dropped out of the window and went behind us, but it's hard to tell when he dropped and whether or not he would have pushed me if he heard me go for the res. I decide to fall back so that we can regroup with our Orisa. I stay still for a while so Kiriko can TP to me if she needs to, but she doesn't and then dies. I maybe could have called that out to her, but no one was talking in chat this game, and I don't even know if this Kiriko was in chat or not, so. Fortunately, our Orisa decides to push in while we're down 2, and we lose this fight. I decide to just fly towards the enemy so that if I do get killed, it's quicker and I don't stagger.
My thanks.
The robot is ours.
Right as I get back, my Orisa dies instantly because they went in without me, so yeah, we just need to back up here. I miscalculated how much charge I had on Guardian Angel and missed the ledge I intended to jump up onto and then get hooked, but to be honest, I'd rather die here rather than later since we just lost 2 and it's better to not stagger getting back to spawn, so it's not that bad of a death in my opinion.
The enemy will take the lead if we don't stop them.
Not so fast.
I'll make it worth your while.
Let the Kitsune guide.
As we group back up, we almost instantly lose both Orisa and Kiriko. I wait for a second to see what kind of space I have and then go for a res on Orisa. I also hear footsteps to my right in the room, so I stay in the air above the door since they'll be most likely to target the Sojourn right in front of them rather than look up at me.
Do not move.
Breaking them down.
I decide to use Valk to extend my beam and get a little higher since Deadeye is forcing us to play around cover, and then I stick to boost for my team since we're all grouped up now. We lose our Sojourn, and then the team instantly pushes into the Mega Health Room, and I get separated from LOS and die here. I chose not to follow or fly across into the room since crossing above the streets was too risky in my opinion, especially since they have Hog, Cass, and Sojourn. I think I may have been fine if maybe I backed up with a quick reverse Guardian Angel and made some extra space for myself, but I still would have been separated from the team, so it's hard to tell if that would have helped or not.
Careful! Undynamite. Be uplifted.
Stay put.
私がついてる。
That's the stuff.
My ultimate is charging.
I am empowering you.
This ends now.
I can fix that.
I get into position to res my Cassidy, and then I hear something behind, so I decide to just reposition. No one ever comes from there, and I'm not sure who I heard, but I can't tell from the VOD, but it's better to just play safe.
Feel stronger? There they are. Get ready.
I decide to res Sojourn here as I use the bot for cover. Whenever I go for reses where cover isn't as great like this, I always face my back left side to where enemies are positioned, as your wings and arm can actually cover your head hitbox.
Are you feeling more powerful? System optimized.
Thanks, Doc.
Here I decide to follow Sojourn and play on the other side of the bus. This allows better cover as opposed to playing right under the window.
I am empowering you.
Since we get a pick on their ulting Cassidy, I decide to initiate here with Valkyrie. My Orisa and Kiriko both ult, and it makes me think that maybe this Valk wasn't needed. If I knew they were going to use their ults, I definitely would have saved Valk here.
Where there's smoke, there's
Robot needs expel. Let's stick with it.
ready to throw in the towel? Much obliged.
Checking in. I can fix that. Powered up. Nice.
Enemy in sight.
Enemy over there. Catch me
I'll
up.
have you in tight condition.
It gets a little too far forward and dies here, so we all fall back, and I choose to follow Sojourn.
Stop the robot. Don't let him get away.
Deine Pflicht ist nicht getan.
Everyone on me.
Sustaining augmentation.
Stay put.
Bolstering you.
Ready. Saddle up.
Here I leave the healing to Kiriko, as she can heal Orisa from range. With a hero like Hog present, it's best to not fly into the open just to heal people. Consider who your second support is and where they're positioned, and whether or not they can help allies that are out of your reach.
Who's next?
Let me tend to that.
I got distracted here making sure my Kiriko was okay and didn't even hear the Hog behind us. I honestly just assumed he was on the streets with the rest of the team. This is why it's so important to call out or ping flanking enemies when you see them. This is the same situation as before, but this time I do have space to res in the end.
That'll get it.
Ending you out.
I decide to use Valkyrie here as I hear enemy Kiriko ult since they're down one, and they're using her ult to help make up for that loss. So I decide to counter ult since this fight could easily go either way. My Kiriko then does the same and we win the fight, and I don't think this Valk was bad, but it also wasn't great either.
Going somewhere?
Empowering you.
Robot pushing.
No one can hold me down.
Approaching the final destination. My ultimate is
Checking in.
I'll make it worth your while.
And I'm bolstering you.
30 seconds remaining.
It's high. Step right up.
Meet your fate.
You're the one was
The honor of a lifetime. It's go time.
I go for a res on Orisa and Sojourn instantly gets hooked and dies. I went for the res because we were up despite our losses, so I figured we could pull through, but without Sojourn it's not possible, so Kiriko and I fall back.
Counting down. Sure that keep on that robot. Here's ahead. I'm with you.
Feel strong.
We only need to win one fight now since we have the lead, so we just need to group up and take an early team fight, so if we lose we can regroup again.
Ho ho hey. Let me tend to that.
You're stuck.
Them TP behind us and get our Sojourn, and as I go for the res, they get Orisa too. So we've lost this fight. Kiriko and I get cornered while backing up, and in hindsight probably would have been better to just jump off the map instead.
Supplying damage increase. I'm grateful. This is it. Now or never. I better be more careful.
Heroes never die.
One last fight, and I choose to Valk early to initiate.
To us. Let me fix.
I go for a res as I see their Mercy does, since I assume it'll be safe. Hog spawns a little bit faster than I anticipated, and he misses the hook because I'm strafing in Kiriko ult, and I'm just really lucky that he missed that.
Thanks. Run them down. Target hit. Open fire.
Enhancing your strength.
Gotta go.
Nur nicht aufhören. I'm on fire. See what I can see.
It's go time.
Feeling more powerful? I will not let you fall.
Systems regulated.
And that's the game. Thanks so much for watching, and let me know if you'd like more videos like this. I won't always choose wins to showcase, as I want to use these types of videos as ways to help people learn. Make sure to like and subscribe for more Overwatch 2 content, and be sure to follow my Twitch and join the Discord for streams and channel updates, which will be linked in the pinned comment and description. Thanks for watching, and have a great day.